What's going on, everyone? So Tyrese Haliburton is a problem. This guy has been absolutely ridiculous in this in-season tournament. He's evolving into a superstar right in front of our eyes. This guy is playing like the best point guard in the league. This guy's playing like a top 10 player in the league, the way he's played these last few games. I mean, the guy has been just absolutely ridiculous. Beating the Boston Celtics, beating the Milwaukee Bucks. The Indiana Pacers have had the toughest road thus far. They're undefeated in the in-season tournament, and the Lakers are absolutely going to have their hands full. I mean, you're talking Tyrese Haliburton has had something like 30 assists in 0 turnovers in the last 2 games. The guy scored 26 against the Celtics and then 27 against the Milwaukee Bucks. He had a triple-double in the previous Celtics game. Like, Haliburton is going to be tough. He is the engine that gets the car that is the Indiana Pacers going. And we're going to have our hands full trying to slow him down. You're not going to stop him, right? With the best players in the league, you do not stop them. But you can slow them down. You can make things difficult. You can make them work. And you can put them in tough spots. So the Lakers are going to have to bring their A game. And I think Jarred Vanderbilt is going to be massive in this Pacers game. Now, Jarred Vanderbilt has played 3 games since coming back from injury. The Lakers have been absolute clamps defensively since he's came back. And I don't think that that's a coincidence at all. I don't, right? You look at the last 3 games. The Houston Rockets scored 97 points. The Phoenix Suns, with Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, who were 15-2, scored 103 points, and the New Orleans Pelicans, who have been very good offensively this year, scored 89 points. You're talking about 3 very high-powered offenses that can score the basketball with the best of them, and the Lakers held 2 of them under 100 points, 1 of them under 90, and the Phoenix Suns to 103. 103 points. To put that in perspective, the Pelicans laid 127 on the Sacramento Kings. So, look, Lakers defense has been absolutely swarming. They have been just ridiculous. And a lot of it, I believe, is Jarred Vanderbilt's effect, right? Him getting after it. Yes, he's in limited minutes. The Lakers are trying to ease him into just getting NBA shape, NBA ready, right? Get his timing down, get everything like that. But you can already see the impact of Jarred Vanderbilt in all 3 of those games. He's averaging around like 14, 15 minutes a game, but you see the hustle. He's giving you, 5 to 7 rebounds a game. He's giving you offensive rebounds. He's contesting shots. He's defending multiple guys. He's slowing guys down. He's constantly just hustling and chasing down loose balls. He's creating turnovers. I mean, he's doing everything you could ask for and more. And as I mentioned, his energy is contagious. And that's what's happened. He has came in and has caused this infection that is just the Lakers' hustle, energy, and defense. And I love it. I love seeing it. He's going to be our biggest factor, right? So our advantage is our size and our sizable wings, right? We have that. But the Indiana Pacers' advantage is their guard play. They got Bruce Brown, which D'Angelo Russell has to be ready for that matchup, right? Bruce Brown was shredding D'Lo in the Western Conference Finals for the Denver Nuggets. Not only do they have Brown and Haliburton, they got TJ McCollum, right? Those are guys that are very dynamic that can go and really cause some trouble for the Lakers, as we saw them do with the Boston Celtics and we saw them do with the Milwaukee Bucks, which the Celtics have excellent guard defensive play, right? So how do we offset that? How do we mitigate that? We have Cam Reddish. You have Jarred Vanderbilt. You throw some size on Haliburton. You make things difficult. You put long arms around him. And I think you really lean towards Jarred Vanderbilt just absolutely hounding and harassing Haliburton. I think that's the only way that you're really going to be able to slow them down. Now, look, I believe the Lakers will win this game. I believe that push comes to shove. Look, the Pacers have a historic offense. I mean, literally, historic offense. But they're like historically bad defensively. So Lakers are going to score a lot of points. Pacers, they're probably going to score a lot of points. But who can get the stops down the stretch that matter? That's where I trust the Lakers, and that's where I think the Lakers will come in. That's why I'm confident the Lakers win this game, because I believe the Lakers will be able to lean on their defense and they'll be able to generate enough stops to get the win, where I don't believe the Pacers will be able to do the same. Question is, do they start Jarred Vanderbilt? So far, they've started Cam Reddish and Taurean Prince, and they've stuck with it, which I'm totally okay with. I do think at some point Jarred Vanderbilt moves in the starting lineup. Basically, everything that the Lakers have done with Jarred Vanderbilt thus far, I said that they would, right? I said that he's probably going to play in limited minutes, probably play around 15 minutes a game coming back. They're going to bring him off the bench to start, and then eventually, once he gets his legs under him, they'll probably move him to the starting unit. Now, I have talked about how I think you should move Taurean Prince to the bench, start Cam Reddish, Jarred Vanderbilt with D'Lo, LeBron, and AD, really lean heavily into the defense to start games. We've been very slow starting games offensively. I don't see that changing unless Taurean Prince really picks it up, but Taurean Prince was fantastic in that Pelicans game. He was shooting very well. If he gets back to that, he does that, then you got to keep Taurean Prince in the starting unit. You just have to, right? Because his shooting, and he is good enough defensively to where he can make that impact. You'd have to leave him in the starting unit if he continues to play the way he just did against the Pelicans. But if he continues to struggle from shooting threes and is inconsistent, then my thought process is just lean heavily defensively and then make the adjustments accordingly as the game progresses. If you need to get more offense in the game, then you throw some more offense in the game, whatever it is, right? So I don't necessarily think that they need to start Jarred Vanderbilt. My guess is that Darvin Ham keeps the starting unit because, again, you're undefeated. You haven't lost a game with this starting unit in the in-season tournament, at least. And, keep the cohesiveness, keep everything that's working. And so that means that Taurean Prince and Cam Reddish, they're going to have the assignment. Personally, I would throw Cam Reddish on Haliburton because I just think he has the foot speed, the size, the length, everything you need to kind of just really put some pressure on Tyrese. But I think there is a real argument to be made to get Jarred Vanderbilt in the starting unit, maybe even over Cam Reddish. Although Cam Reddish he was good offensively. I think you have to reward the guys that have gotten you here, right? I think you have to reward the guys that you're undefeated in the in-season tournament with, right? I also don't think you want to make changes for the championship game in a one elimination game, right? If this was a 7-game series, then yeah, you can course correct as the series progresses. But this is one game. I think you gotta stick with what has worked, but I think you need to be willing to make changes quick, right? If Cam Reddish is struggling to slow down Haliburton, well then guess what? You throw in Jarred Vanderbilt and you get him in there immediately. If you have to play Jarred Vanderbilt 25 minutes, I know he's on a minute restriction. Well, we don't know for a fact he's on a minute restriction, but they have been restricting his minutes. So my guess is that that's a conversation that they had before he came back. So, but this is it. This is for all the marbles, right? So this isn't a game where, you take things light. Now, obviously, you want him healthy. You don't want to overexert him. You don't want to cause something to where, now he's not going to be in the actual playoffs. Because at the end of the day, you still want to win the NBA championship, right? Winning the cup would be great. I think it would be huge for the Lakers. I think it would be great momentum. I think it would just send a message to the rest of the league. I think it would help with chemistry. I think it would be hugely important for the Lakers to win this in-season tournament. LeBron James and his legacy, all of it, right? But the goal is still an NBA championship. So you have to make sure you keep everyone healthy. But again, if you got to play Vando and he's feeling good and he's comfortable out there and he's not looking sluggish or anything like that, then I think you got to give him heavy minutes. The Lakers are going to lean heavily on Jarred Vanderbilt, on Cam Reddish, because you got to slow down their guards. You're going to have to keep their guards at bay. And the only way I see us being able to do that is these two guys, Cam Reddish and Jarred Vanderbilt. Because, look, D'Lo he's been pretty good defensively. He's having probably the best defensive season he's had of his career. But he's not an elite lockdown defensive guy, right? Same thing with Austin Reeves has been atrocious defensively this year. He was pretty good against the Pelicans, but he's, for the most part, has been atrocious. So, unfortunately, you can't rely too heavily on our guards to slow down the Pacers and their guards. Because, again, their guards are just that dynamic. So, you need the Jarred Vanderbilt, you need the Cam Reddish to really be able to provide that for you. I trust Darvin Ham and his defensive schemes. However you feel about Darvin Ham, whether you think he's the worst coach in the world or you think he's good or whatever, one thing he is good at is defense. And he has gotten the Lakers, since he's been the coach, playing excellent defense. Even before the Vando trade, considering the roster that we had, the Lakers were a good defensive team. Right? And as soon as we got Jarred Vanderbilt, we shot up to number one defensively. And we're going to be number one again this year. I mean, this Lakers defense is, it is elite. It is terrifying. Last year, the Lakers defense was really good. And that was with just Jarred Vanderbilt and Anthony Davis. This year, you have so many bodies, so many guys that can just get it done defensively. LeBron's locked in and looks motivated and energized. He's over here taking charges on Zion of all people. How many guys are taking charges on Zion? It would be nice to have Gabe Vincent back. That would have been great. But unfortunately, I don't expect him to be back unless something crazy happens, right? So you're going to have to lean on Jarred Vanderbilt. You're going to have to lean on Cam Reddish. We're going to need these two guys to really pick it up on the defensive end. We're going to need them to be physical. We're going to need them to be aggressive. We're going to need them to do what they've done, right? Bring that energy, bring that effort, rebound, beat guys off the dribble. Do the little things. Do the dirty work. We're going to need them both to do the dirty work. And Cam Reddish has done an excellent job this year of doing that and filling in for Jarred Vanderbilt. Well, now we got Vando back, and we're going up against Tyrese Haliburton, who has just dominated the Milwaukee Bucks and the Boston Celtics, and especially the Celtics. The Celtics have probably the best guard defensive just unit in the entire league. Right? Because, you have not only Drew Holiday, you have Derek White, right? So they have excellent defensive guards. And Tyrese was able to just shred them. So we need to have Jarred Vanderbilt and Cam Reddish get some size, get some length, get some versatility on him, just make things difficult, disrupt his passing lanes, try to generate some turnovers for that guy because, as I mentioned, he has 0 turnovers against the Bucks and the Celtics. So we got to get some turnovers on him. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think the Lakers should start Jarred Vanderbilt? Do you think no? Keep Prince, keep Reddish, right? They're the guys that have gotten you here. Stick with them. But if you have to, make the adjustment quickly. That's kind of my thought, right? Go with the guys that you have and that are working. And if they're not able to slow down Tyrese a little bit, then you throw in Jarred Vanderbilt and you get him in there quickly if you have to, right? If Tyrese is out there just shredding us, all right, don't play around, don't mess around, don't play any games. Get Vando in there and let him go and slow down Haliburton. Because again, you're not going to stop him, but you can definitely slow him down. But anyway, again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot, lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.